Hi friends, and welcome back to the Seasonal Storm. My name is Jess. Excuse that I'm looking a little rough. We are entering another huge snowstorm night here in northern Nevada. And since we're entering a snowstorm, what better time than right now to do what's kind of a big Dollar Tree haul, considering I did not buy any floral. Normally when I have a huge haul, there's floral involved. So yeah, so let's get into it. Now, if I hadn't said already, this is a Christmas haul. So don't worry, I'm not decorating my house for Christmas. My house is decorated for Halloween. My room is actually transitioning to Thanksgiving because this is kind of where I stage out the next season because no one comes in here but us. But I have at my feet many bags of Christmas goodies. So we're gonna get started with the big stuff first. Now, I am actually going to be hosting a craft fair, well, a Christmas craft fair with my best friend who owns Circle S in Gardnerville, Nevada, the weekend of Small Business Saturday. If you don't know, Small Business Saturday is the day after Black Friday. So once you're done getting all those big sales in the big box stores, come visit small business. But for ours, the fair has already outgrown our little storefront and it is going to be held at the Douglas County Fairgrounds. We are very excited. And with that said, I will be having a booth there. So if you're in the Western Nevada or the Eastern Sierras, the Tahoe area, and you want to come down for a day, come say hi to myself and a bunch of other makers. We will all be out there. So without further ado, let's talk about some of my ideas for this event. Now, full disclosure, I actually filmed this video earlier and I did not love the first version. So hopefully this is a little bit better. So the first thing is, this is not a Christmas item, but this is the tan version of the green wreath hoops. This one is a 14-inch, so it's like a pretty standard size. And I wanted a tan version versus the green versions because I actually have a really fun gingerbread wreath idea. And I wanted something that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hide the dark green form. So this felt like a better bet. The next wreath form that I have is this super cute candy cane one. Now these ones are not very large. You can see it's only about the size of my forearm, but they definitely do the job. I will say these can be a little bit flimsy, so just be careful until you reinforce it. But if you don't want to make it into a candy cane, these also work excellent as a J. So doing a J and an O and then putting two of these together to form a Y to make a big joy wreath, that can be really fun as well. So I snagged one of those. This one will be a candy cane. And then popular here on YouTube, a new find, I think this is the forward way, are these snowman wreath forms with the cute little arms. These are just a two-prong wreath form and they're actually pretty sturdy. You can see how big this is. It's quite large. And then I love the little hat off to the side. So I have some ideas for this one. Hopefully this one will be coming up in a video soon. So those are my three wreath forms. Now the next thing for crafters, before we get into decor, I'm gonna do all my craft stuff first. This year, well, first off, for those snowman wreaths, I grabbed this style of the Deco Mesh. You guys might remember this from some previous hauls. This is the Christmas version that's all white, and this just looks like snow flurries. But I have some right here that are from the fall collection. You can actually still get these in stores, and I think that these colors will transition beautifully for Christmas. So let me show you real quick. Now I will say, I'm noticing some size difference on these rolls. Do you guys see that? So these are showing 3 yards and 3 yards. They claim these are the same size, but I'm not so sure. These are 3 of the fall colors I have left, and I actually held these for Christmas. The cranberry, this green, and then this brown. I love how the green and brown really show off the white. And so mixed with some of these, I mean, you can see how that really works for Christmas. So I'm loving that combo. And then Deco Mesh as well. Now, this was the only Deco Mesh I got. I just got the candy cane striped one. I'm gonna try some Hobby Lobby Deco Mesh, I think, or maybe some Walmart Deco Mesh, but this one, I just grabbed only one roll, but still available in stores. these really fun buffalo check in that cranberry color. These would be so cute for a country Christmas. So I still have 2 of these left over as well. So I have a lot of Deco Mesh to work with to get started. Now the next thing is ribbon. Dollar Tree's ribbon has really been getting better every season. But the last few years, I've just seen a lot of repeats in their Christmas ribbon, and a lot of them aren't wired. And if you're a wreath maker or a garland maker, or just you love big bows, you know how important wired ribbon is to create the structure of a bow. And so I was not really going in hoping to see ribbon. I was planning to just buy ribbon at Hobby Lobby and Michael's, but I was pleasantly surprised by a ton of these. And I left the plain colors behind because I normally need to get so many rolls of them that it just was not worth it. And I think I'm actually missing a roll, so we might find another roll here in a bit. But first up are these 2 large rolls. This one has these cute gnomes on it. Now I love gnomes. I know they're not super popular for everyone. I know a lot of people are really annoyed seeing them all over, but I think that if you actually look into the mythology behind the Tomte and the Nissa, you'll see that it's actually a pretty rich part of Scandinavian culture and a lot of Germanic cultures. And so these actually have pretty significant cultural ties for a lot of us. So for that reason, I love my gnomes. You'll see a lot more of them in this video. If that bothers you though, that's okay. Just leave them for someone else. And in the same thing, a lot of people are over the red truck. I personally don't really decorate with the red truck, but because I make things that other people buy, they love the red truck. So because of that, I have to love the red truck. So I got this buffalo check, red truck ribbon, cute silver edging. Really excited to open this up. And Dollar Tree ribbons aren't fantastic, but these are great, especially when you're doing wreaths that go outside. So grab 2 of those. And then there's another one, and we're gonna find it later. I already know. I'm not sure how it snuck away from me, but that's okay, we'll find it. I grabbed these. So this, normally they don't do a middle size wired ribbon, and you can see this is about half the size of these larger rolls. But I grabbed 4 of these. So there is a green one with candy canes, presents, peppermints on it, and then this cute one that says red ho ho ho, and they're on this satiny ribbon. Again, wired, very important. And I got 1 of each of those, so those would be really fun. And then still in line with the peppermint, I got this peppermint, and you can see that it sparkles. And I thought this one was really cute. And these are 9 feet each. There's not a ton on each one, but for an accent ribbon, this is perfect. And then same with this peppermint one. This one only has sparkles on the green band. So grabbed a few more rolls of those. I'm gonna go to probably Michael's and Hobby Lobby this next week after work and see what more we can find in a bigger quantity, because 9 feet just does not cut it. But that's a good starting point. Now, before I jump into that bag for more of my decor type things, we're gonna finish crafting. Here's the green one. See, isn't that one so sweet? So grabbed 1 of those. Now, these types of wood cutouts they've been making for years, but there's gonna be a few, and I mentioned it in my shop with me video, that are definitely different than anything I've ever seen before. But I grabbed a gingerbread guy, and I saw this one last year. He's super cute, but he's not by himself. So I'm gonna talk to you guys through some of my wreath ideas as well. And I'm just gonna pull all of these out little by little, and eventually we'll find everything that we are looking for. Before we get to this one, to go with this gingerbread man, I grabbed all these little gingerbread people, and I thought, how cute would it be to do like a Mrs. Claus bakery themed wreath and have this big gingerbread guy in the corner, and then in the middle of my bows going all the way around our wreath, have a little center gingerbread and like kind of tilt them off kilter from each other. So I thought that one would be really, really cute, super simple, really fun, really whimsical. I love whimsical Christmas. Now these word style signs, I grabbed 2 of them. They've had these for the last several years, the Peace on Earth and the Merry and Bright, and we're all used to seeing them, but I have some ideas for how to vamp these up for some wreaths. The Merry and Bright really could go any way for any wreath, so I just grabbed 1 of these because I know I'm going to use it. The Peace on Earth, though, I have a very specific plan for this style. So with that said, These are highly coveted from the website. I was so shocked to see them in person, but they are these 3D craft kits. They are a nativity scene, and as you can see, this is corrugated, so these pieces are actually supposed to sit in this and create a 3D scene, which is awesome. Now, nativity wreaths are not something you can normally buy from most big box stores, so there's something that if you're looking for them, you're gonna go to a craft show. There's a very specific nativity cutout that Hobby Lobby's been making for years, and I see people doing that cutout, blue tulle, lights in the tulle, and then burlap on the bottom with the cutout, and it's very, very simple, right? Really elegant and beautiful. But what if you're extra, right? And I am. And so I thought, how fun would it be? Let me grab a wreath form to show you guys my vision. Wreath form. We're gonna do some big words kind of maybe in the center. I'd probably go with an 18 or 20 inch wreath. Actually, I'm probably gonna get a bigger form than this, but just for demonstration purposes. We have our piece on earth in the middle. We paint this with an ombre gradient, dark, going towards light blue, and then somewhere right at this earth line, like maybe right here, we transform this to some hand-painted hill scene or just sands or something like that, right? So very earthy. Then we can do one of two things. We can either assemble our 3D scene and fix it to our wreath down below, so the piece on earth is above the scene, right? Or we can actually separate our scene, and let's say we're using a bigger wreath form. We can take our piece on earth, maybe let's go off-centered like this, right? We can take our little barn, our manger scene, and our main manger scene and assemble that here. We could use our 3D effect. And then maybe we put our wise men down here somewhere below, off from the piece on earth. So it's kind of hard to explain, but do you guys see the vision? Then I was thinking I could either use that brown tulle with the snowflaking, or I could use burlap, one of either, right? And kind of do that here at the bottom, and then do a gradient of blues to dark purple or even some black tulle coming through the top to create the night sky effect. But then also we can add some twinkle lights through there. I mean, you could really make this a huge impact piece. This would be such a beautiful wreath for a church, for a meeting house, anything like that. Even for your own home, if that's your style. I'll show you guys when I pull out my Christmas decor. I have some really beautiful pieces that we've painted, both Sterling and myself, that show the nativity scene in some different settings that we incorporate with our more Western decor. And they are always, we always have people asking us questions, where did we get them? Well, we made them because you can't buy them anywhere. So that's my thought on that. Sorry for a long-winded thought, but I figured I'd get my process out there. So got two of those, and I got two because I wanted to do one for that style of wreath and then maybe do a different style of wreath with the other one. We'll see how to get two, but I know these are going to sell out. So if you see them, grab them while you see them because they're going to be gone soon. Moving on. Okay, now that I've given you a long-winded thing, the next are these metal words. They have the peace, joy, believe, same as always, galvanized, very on trend. 3 in a pack. If you think about your cost per item that you're making, especially if you're doing it for resale or gifting, these come out to 33 cents each. Fantastic, we love it. So these always sell out. Grabbed a pack. I think I have some left over from last year too, but it doesn't matter. I grabbed them anyway. Moving on to new things. This ornament I love. Now, normally I'm not a huge fan of the buffalo check. I've been here before. It just doesn't match my home decor, which is funny because I'm looking at my bed with buffalo check sheets while we speak, so it's fine. But I know this is huge for a lot of other people, but let's just talk about this ornament. We have this wood detailing. This is a thick and heavy weighted ornament, right? Holly and jolly, not a phrase we see a ton of, which I love. I love catching phrases that are not overdone, right? That's why I make pieces like this for my own home decor, where they're unique because no one else is going to have them. The greenery on this, I don't know if you guys can tell, this is the nicest fake greenery I've ever seen from Dollar Tree. It feels real. Like this is on point. A little berry detail, super simplistic. This tucked into the corner of a wreath is all you need. This is great for if you're doing a really traditional greenery wreath and you just need a little something. So for $1, we snagged that. Doesn't match my home decor. I will not be keeping that piece. That one is for sure going for sale. Now, gosh, I keep picking up decor items. I'm trying to be like discreet and not give them away, but another thing, these came out for Halloween in the pumpkin form and they sold out online, never even made it to stores. So Dollar Tree sent them to stores. They're these thick wood figures, right? I mean, that is thicker than my thumb. These are fantastic. They come in the bell, the tree, the ornament, 2 different types of stars, a candy cane. It's probably something else, but I love them. Now they are rougher on the edges, so I don't know if you guys can see that. These need to be sanded, but I think if I take my wood burning tool and I burn some designs or like a cute saying into them, that would be really fun. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna stain them with some cherry or mahogany type stain, and maybe do coaster sets, and maybe do, we'll see what happens. But I grabbed 2 to see if it'll work, and then I'll go back and before they sell out, I'll snag a bunch up. So the last 2 that are new this year for craft supplies, we haven't even gotten to decor yet. This video is gonna be super long, I'm sorry. Anyway, these guys, these are heavy. Not really, like they're not actually heavy, but they're heavy duty, right? These are really well constructed. The 3D pieces are really well glued on. Like I've tried to pull this off, mess with it. This is not going anywhere. I love these. We have a cute Santa. He's about the size of my face. And then we have this cute deer who is, you know, definitely large. And I think I'm going to do some really whimsical paints on these. And I think I'm going to put these onto some front door greeter signs. So like this one could be like a reindeer stop here, or, you know, reindeer snack station, or reindeer hitching post, or whatever I end up making. And then this one will be some other cute but big sign, because they're so large. They're so much bigger than the normal wood cutouts, and they're perfect for that. So I grabbed them with that in mind. Now for the decor. I've mentioned before, I love Christmas. I love gnomes. My home Christmas decor style is very rustic, leaning Scandinavian. We have a huge Christmas village. We have gnomes, Tomten and Nisa, along with little elves all over our house. I have an abundance of Christmas trees. Last year, I have a very small house. I live in 621 square feet, whole house, that's it. And I had 21 Christmas trees. So I love it. I love it. And I'm so excited to decorate the store this year. So some of this decor will likely end up at the store. And we're gonna start with signs. Okay, the gnomes are back. I know they're not for everyone. If you hate gnomes, now is probably a good time to tune out, because there's gonna be a lot of gnome related items. Oh, I still had more craft supplies in here. We'll come back. We'll get some more craft supplies. So the gnome signs, I've seen on Facebook groups, people are going crazy over the gnome signs. And you know what? I have 2 more gnome signs that I don't even have in here. I'm gonna have to figure out where I put them. But for the ones that I have in here right now at my disposal, we have 2 versions of each. So first are these buffalo check ones. Again, like I said, I don't decorate with buffalo check in my house, but I couldn't say no. So this one says, "There's no place like gnome for the holidays." I literally have that on a shirt. So I had to get this guy. And then this one says, "I'll be gnome for Christmas." And I love these. I'm probably going to keep this one for in my room because it matches my bed sheets. And I might put this one. You know what's funny is I just realized I say I don't decorate with buffalo check. My stepdaughter's Christmas bed sheets are red buffalo check. My winter bed sheets are gray and white buffalo check. So these will probably one of each will go in the bedroom. So these, I already know where they're gonna go. Perfect. I answered my own question. So that's the first 2 gnome signs. But these 2, I died. I was so excited to see these. I love them so much. And they are the ornaments. Now, we've had giant ornament signs from Dollar Tree now for years, and I don't know if I have the other ones actually, but I was not leaving these behind. You will notice, unlike those ones had a touch of glitter. There is no glitter on these. They have the metal detail on the top, and this one says, "Merry Christmas from our gnome to yours." And this one says, "Gnome for the holidays" again. So similar, but not the same. This says there's no place like Gnome for the holidays. This one says Gnome for the holidays. Now, last year I did a huge garland, and I do one for every season, but I did a huge garland going across the eaves from my living room into my kitchen, and I took the Christmas light, big jumbo style signs, and I hung those up there. And I'm thinking that I might actually do those 2 jumbo Christmas lights and these 2 big ornaments and make like an over-the-top garland that just fills in that whole space. I know some people will be like, that's so extra. Why are you like this? Kids are only little for so long, and I love to make Christmas magical. And part of that is transforming my entire house into a winter wonderland and Santa's workshop. And I know it's not for everyone, but it's for me. And I love these, so they had to come home. Now, what I love about these is that they're blank, perfectly blank on the back side. No sticky tag, nothing like that. I love to dual purpose my ornaments, and I will likely paint these into some snow globes for Winter Wonderland post-Christmas. So definitely stay tuned for future DIYs on that. Now, next up from my bag of decor goodies, these mason jar signs are so stinking cute. Now, they've had a similar version to these for years. I've just never been able to find them. And so I saw these and immediately snatched them up. Again, I love when things have sayings that are not overdone. This says Season of Joy. Beautiful sentiment to start with. I love how it has the faux galvanized detail at the top, minimal glitter, a little rustic, a little touch of twine, super simple little shelf sitter. And then we have this one that says Happy Holidays with the barn, the red truck. It looks kind of like faux wood in the background, again with the fake galvanized on the top. Very simple glitter and only where the snow is. I love both of these, snatched them each up. And I said I had forgotten some craft things. I did. I grabbed this set. These are so cute. They are a wood truck with the Christmas tree and trailer with the Christmas tree. And my favorite part is the hitch actually matches up. I hate when stores sell items that are supposed to go together, but the hitch is flipped the wrong way, so you can't style them together. I think these are so precious, and I will definitely be using these in a DIY. I don't know if these will stay for a DIY for my house, or if these might end up in a DIY that goes up for sale, or might end up in a DIY for a Christmas gift. But either way, I had to snatch these up when I saw them, immediately found love. Now, back to decor, specifically Christmas village decor. I have a huge Christmas village. Actually, I have more than one. My original figures came because my dad had huge collector train sets when I was a kid, and we had a massive Christmas village. Our Christmas train ran all around our living room, behind the couch, under the tree, in front of the fireplace. I could put cameras inside, like the old style digital camera, not like your phone or a GoPro. So these train cars were huge, and I could put a digital camera and I would like watch the entire journey and take a little video. It was my favorite. Anyway, my figures come from that era, and we had huge, beautiful houses and all that for them. And when my dad got rid of the trains, the houses went with the trains. But I had my figures. Well, the first year I was in Missy's life, the first Christmas, I didn't do Christmas with her because she was still going through big transitions. So she and her dad did Christmas, and I went home to my family. And the day after, I was driving home to come see them, and I stopped in at Walmart, and they'd already started the 50% off sale. And I immediately was like, oh, I love a sale. And they had all the cute little houses. Now, the houses aren't to scale for my figures. It doesn't matter. They're $1.92 regular price. I got them 99 cents a piece, and I got pretty much all of them that they had left, one of each style. And I brought them home, and she just lit up. She loved them. And so the next year, right before her birthday, I had been in the store, and I saw the next set of the glass houses, and I got the next set of 8 because they release 8 new ones every year, and they were $1.92, so it's $16. That's fine. So we had a big collection going, and she told me that she wanted her own houses for her own village in her room. and I had popped into Dollar Tree right before her birthday, and they had their version, which are similar size, but they're plastic and figures. So I got her her own village house set with figures for her room, and she was ecstatic. I mean, very few kids ask for Christmas things for a near Christmas birthday. She asked for a Christmas tree for her room. She asked for dinosaur ornaments we had seen at Walmart, and she had asked for her own Christmas village on top of normal stuff like Legos and Hot Wheels and Barbies and all that stuff. But I made those things happen, and she just loved it. And so now every year I collect more glass houses for our village, and she collects her little houses for her village. So I'm at Dollar Tree, I'm paying attention for when those houses come out. I'm at Walmart paying attention for when my houses come out. But in the meantime, one of the toughest things to find for her village are trees that are the right size. And I mean, our houses are very similar in size, so really it's hard to find trees for both. But Dollar Tree this year, long story short, sorry to give you a giant dive into my personal life, but Dollar Tree sold first, before I found the other ones, these packages of 6 trees each, and they're about 4 inches tall, which this is a perfect little village tree size. Not all trees are giant, but a lot of the times they only sell the trees that are this big, and you can't see them in the display. So I grabbed 2 packages of these, one for her village, one for my village. Now her village takes up her windowsill in her room. My village originally took up a bookshelf. Then it took up 2 windows, just the single base like this. Last year we built a shelf because we had expanded. So we had this shelf, and then we built a second shelf for my village to go on in 2 windows. And then this year, we're either gonna need to build a 3rd shelf, or part of the village is gonna have to move in my room. We're gonna have to wait and see. So we're getting very big, but that's okay. We will continue to collect, and in future years, we might just have to pick our favorites. So grab 2 of these sections of trees. But then, I was in the Dollar Tree, and now normally big trees like this size are about $4 each at Target or Walmart. These are $1 a piece. You can see how big they are. And they didn't just have this style. Oh no, they have every color you can think of. They have every style. They have different cuts. Some of them are decorated like this. And the more I kept finding, the more I was just like, I'm gonna have to come back because I don't even know how many trees I actually have versus what I need. But when you set up these village scenes, it's nice to have some variety. So I grabbed 4 of the big ones. So anyway, that was a really long story to tell y'all that I got Christmas trees. Anywho, the last of this haul, I say that, but I'm gonna find those signs. Just kidding, I just did. Before I get into the last part of the haul, the other big signs that I picked up are both of the long gnome signs. This one will go in Missy's room. These are the super whimsical gnomes. It says believe. There's minimal glitter on this one, but it will be really cute with her decor. And I might add some turquoise accents to this one as well. And then the big one, the one where as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to pick it up, is the gnomes with the fake wood in the back that say welcome. Again, minimal glitter, but absolutely beautiful. We decorate with a lot of plaid, not buffalo check, but plaid in the outside of our house area, like the living area during Christmas. So these will fit in beautifully. So I grabbed this one as well. Now, you're all probably gnomed out, but I am not. And for that, I have to show you our gnome ornaments. So I grabbed one of each style of just the simple floppy ornaments. Now I saw a dupe for these at Walmart that were $1.98 a piece, and they look virtually identical. These are $1 a piece. Get the Dollar Tree ones, because when I say virtually identical, down to the stripy pants, the felt boots, and the beards, they are the exact same. So grabbed 2 of those. And then my favorites, oh my gosh, I love these guys. We live near Lake Tahoe. While we are a snowboarding household, ski culture is a big deal here. And so I found the skiing gnomes, and they are so cute. I love these guys. They are absolutely precious. and I knew we had to add them to our ornament collection as well. And with that, we are almost to 30 minutes of haul video. I am so excited to get started on Christmas crafting. I invite you guys all along for the journey, and mark your calendars for Black Friday weekend. So November 27th and 28th, Saturday and Sunday, at the Douglas County Fairgrounds, we will be hosting Circle S's first ever Christmas market. And that would be a great time to come meet me, see my products, talk, chat, get your photos with Santa, all that good stuff, and see dozens of local Nevada vendors and artisans all in one place. I'm so excited for this upcoming season, and I hope to see you all there. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you in the next one.